Happy Halloween and welcome back to the Salford Sports Show. I'm Bix Williams.
And I'm Harry Smith, aka Rue Mysterio.
We are very happy to return to your screens after a 7-month hiatus. Lots has changed in the university over the summer. The third years have graduated and now have to get actual jobs.
The Salford Sirens went over another rebrand, costing a measly £150 per person.
Our coverage starts at Peel Park, where the Rugby League took on the Lancaster Lynx.
For the first time in Salford sports history, we covered the game live.
Will the league start their season strong? And will we see Thomas Charnock grace the field for another time? Here are the highlights.
Hello to the viewers at home.
Welcome, we are here on the 3G pitch. This bit is being pre-recorded, however, the rest of the match is coming live from the 3G pitch here at the David Lewis Sports Stadium. Today it is a brilliant clash of our Salford men's first rugby league against, we believe, Lancaster's fours. Last year when we played them, I wasn't on this side of the camera, I was actually over there, sat on the bench. I kept that bench very warm for the entire match, came and brought some water on, but I'm so happy today to be able to bring you guys this incredible experience live. That's Adam Kirby pushing through, our captain there. Really got the drive and the power. Harry Fletcher on the side there. Tom Were pushing through. So we're not sure if this game will be counted as books or if it will just be a little friendly game. Because of course, and the first try of the game. Solid kick. Good drive from Tom. Lancaster back on, moving up the side there. Can Salford stop them? Come on, boys. Driving through. Number 3 from Lancaster with absolute pace. And that is another try from Lancaster there. Lancaster trying to make it through here on the side. He seems to have got some distance. Harry Fletcher and the boys trying to stop him. They take him down. I think Harry doing a little flip there, showing some finesse of the game. No. That is honestly incredible there from Lancaster. No, it's quite far right. But you've got to give it to him. Gabe's kick and try earlier was quite incredible. I believe it does. He's pushing through. Tom Word knocking him down. Another try made from Lancaster in the game as well. Tom Were moving forward on the sideline. Tom Were pushing through. 4 men it seemed to take to stop him. The ball I don't think has been grounded still. Harry Fletcher moving forward, getting some speed and strategy back into this game. Oh, not quite good enough collection. He's going through. Number 14 pushing through. Harry Fletcher hunting him down. Harry Fletcher puts the brakes on. It was quite unfortunate, but what can we say except well done for still giving it the graft. Well done for putting your bodies on the line for your team. Well done, Lancaster, of course, for coming here, playing away, and really making their impact felt. Their presence is known here. Salford's heads will hang lower today after the incredible performance of Lancaster. Lancaster First Rugby League, today you've beaten us, and well done. It was an absolute pleasure to have you here.
So it was meant to be for Salford, whose season starts in defeat.
But we're delighted to have the Rugby League bad boy himself, Thomas Charnock, in the studio. Thomas, what went wrong on Wednesday?
Unfortunately, we just didn't have the strength to take it against Lancaster. They are such a strong team. They beat us last year when I kept that bench very, very warm. And they were just the best of the team. They were just so much better. They had the drive, they had the power. And Salford, it was our first match back. We just didn't quite have that cohesion yet.
Was it more of them? Because obviously, what was the score again?
It was 48-0.
48-0. So is that more of like a we struggled to go forwards, or they just had a really good back line?
We did struggle to go forwards.
Yeah.
We were close on sometimes. I think there's about 5 really good attempts at a try. But unfortunately, they were like a brick wall. You could not get past them.
No, fair enough. And you guys, you've been back for a month and a bit now. What has training been like?
It's been strange because last year we had an actual coach. This year it's the players ourselves coaching. The first 2 weeks were a bit of a mess, I'll be honest. But since then we've been building on it and bringing more boys to training. And of course, also growing the team to actually have enough to field a team on match day.
Yeah, no, I imagine that has been a problem for the rugby because, so many players have gone on to try different sports. How has the recruitment gone in bringing in first years and new people to the team?
I think we had 4 new recruits for our Freshers event, but unfortunately it's just not been enough. Last year we were low on numbers as well. We had to play a game against Chester, and with injuries we ended up playing with only 9 men on the pitch.
Still won though?
Still won, of course. You've got to beat Chester, the varsity rival.
Yeah, no, good stuff. And to be fair, I do think a big part of it is, there's a lot of clubs in rugby league where it's dwindling a bit and less people are watching. I think you look at the bigger picture, it is rugby league just like kind of rescinding a bit and having less viewership maybe. That's why.
Quite possibly. Luckily in the north, it's not as bad as down south. Down south, rugby league almost doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But up here, we've got the Salford Red Devils and a few other great, strong teams in the area.
Even the Red Devils are struggling at the moment, as we know.
Absolutely. That was our coach last year, was a Red Devil himself.
Really?
And yeah, it was brilliant. Charlie, he was an absolutely amazing coach. And he could help us because he was injured and he couldn't play for the Red Devils at the time.
Oh, fair enough. And, well, I think my final question is, where do the league go from here? Of course, it's the first game of the season. There's so much more to be played. But how do you see the season playing out?
I won't worry too much. We really did well last year. We had some of the highest tries, and the statistics of our actual players was quite possibly some of the best in the whole league. But Lancaster, MMU, they are super strong teams who are hard to beat. But when it comes to Chester and the others, I think we might have them beat.
Thank you very much, Thomas, for your time. Next up, we've got some cup action. The men's football seconds lost many of their key players over the summer, but have still managed to start the season strong. Looking to spoil their good start was Sheffield Halmsford, who made the trip over from South Yorkshire. Tom Allen and Joel Bish were down at the David Lewis pitch to cover the game.
Sheffield look to be lining up with a back 5 here.
And the referee's going to get us underway here, and it's live. Leo with the ball at his feet. He sent it long for Salford, looking for an early start here. Straight into the box for Jude. Plays back to Darryl, but with dispossessed. Corner ball 1 though for Salford. Great start. And just about Salford deal with this. Darryl here coming forward, being pressed by their winger. Crouchy with a lovely little turn there. Found a bit of space. He switched out to Leo in acres of space. He's clipped it forward. Wrigley's gone for it. It's been flicked on and it's goal! Crouchy starting the move and finishing it there. Nice little pass out to Leo in acres and acres of space. Perfectly clipped ball into the box, and Crouchy's finished it off. Little Harry regained control.
Yeah. I mean, he brings that ball down.
Wrigley
so
running
well,
his man really well. He's beaten
Here's
2.
Wrigley.
He's still got the ball at his feet.
Still got the ball.
He's played it inside to Crouchy, and he's finished it well. Crouchy with an instant impact. He's come on 2 goals in perhaps 20-25 minutes.
Played back towards Nathan Gilray.
Trying to calm the game down again here, Salford, getting more on the ball. Out to Charlie Cant, looking to make an impact. He's cut inside, and he sent it forward. Ooh. Crouchy's peeled off his man here, and he's in again in this wide position. He's put the ball across. Wrigley's there, and a tap in.
What a
lovely
finish.
little finish there. I said a tap in as he scored it, but he still had quite a lot to do there. The ball was in the air, and he's done really well to slow himself down, readjust, and put it in with his left foot.
Rizzo comes short towards the ball here. I doubt it's going to get given to him.
Whipped in at the front post, and it's gone straight in. The keeper's almost punched it into his own top corner.
Good gracious,
it was a
it's gone
lovely whipped corner then. I think Leo might have taken that with his weak foot.
I
believe
agree.
he whipped
He
that
did.
in with his left foot.
Natural thing, isn't it?
They've got a
played to
few
Wrigley.
players playing out of position.
Harry Savage just close in front of us. Great pass to Leo Buffery. Can he nick it round to Crouchy? Can
Crouchy
Crouchy
for a
finish
goal.
the hat-trick?
For his hat-trick, and it's a strike,
It's a
and it's a
great
great
finish.
finish. That is exactly what you wanted. Crouchy with his hat-trick. What a finish. He almost didn't need to finish it that well, Bish. That was like Suarez top bins one. It's up top, and Leo's broke
Leo
through
pounces.
here. He's going to be brought down here by the looks of it. He's still going. He's
Still
into
got
the
it
box.
on his left foot. It's got to be a penalty,
Referee,
ref.
that has to be a penalty.
And
it's
it is a
looking
penalty for
to be
Salford.
a sixth here, hopefully, Bish.
A sixth, hopefully. You've got to wonder who's going to take it.
The
Shouts
bench
of
is
Rizzo
shouting
from the
for
crowd.
Rizzo. We're wondering who's going to be on it. Crouchy's got his hat-trick, so we would think it wouldn't be him. It looks like Leo wants to claim it. He did win the penalty, so that would.
Wrigley is asking to be subbed back on here for the penalty.
He won the penalty, so it would make sense for him to take it. He's done really well with that run. To stay on his feet for as long as
Yeah.
he did incredibly
And he
well.
was taken down. It's a clear penalty for me. As he steps up here, keeper smashes his own crossbar.
He's trying to make himself big, but you'd hope this would be 6-0 here, as Leo steps up.
I have been told Leo's not confident over penalties before by Harry Savage, but
He was
Rolls it
confident
into
there,
the
wasn't he?
corner.
The keeper guessed the right way, but he still couldn't get down to it. That looked like confidence to me, Bish. He was very composed with that, slotted it almost like a pass into the
yeah,
bottom
he
left
just
corner.
rolled it into the corner, didn't he? Waited for the keeper to move and just rolled it into the corner.
Looks like a foul there in the middle for Sheffield. And that
And
is
that
the
is-
full-time whistle.
Well played to Salford and Sheffield this afternoon. A convincing win from Salford seconds as they progress into the next round, and they will face Leeds Beckett in the next round away.
That will be
That'll be an
tough
interesting test
fixture,
for
yes.
Salford seconds.
What a great performance. Bix, you were at the game. What did you make of it?
Well, yeah, it was very refreshing. What I've seen from the seconds, you know, of course they had that back-to-back promotion from what was our first and second year. I was worried. Captain Ethan Conley left, you know, a lot of people left. Fergal and a few others went to the first. And I thought the first row was going to be fine, but for the seconds it was, you know, will they be there? But I think so far they've come out the gates flying. They've looked really, really good. And, I mean, yeah, the Sheffield-Hallam side they played were a lot weaker, but I think, you know, when those hard games come, and of course, you know, progressing in the cup, they've got Leeds Beckett's first. I really think they give it a go, despite being heavy underdogs for that fixture.
Yeah, and I think also, you know, I think it's quite a big thing, you know, when you're a newbie and then basically thrown to the deep end, you know, into a situation like that as well, because you've lost big names, big players for the team over the last 2-3 years. You know, do you think like the new lads are going to get used to it to gel in?
Well, yeah, I think, well, highlighting it perfectly is Crouchy, as he's called by our team. A hat-trick is absolutely unreal, especially off the bench. He just came on and clearly just had that mentality to just get stuck in straight away and, you know, really get involved. And he was great. Oh, he was incredible. Like, as a striker, you know, and as a football player, it can feel very fast. And with the energy that the seconds play at, being able to not even match it, but just slow it down a little to play to your speed, that was really good from him. And yeah, one of the new additions who has been absolutely incredible. But they have managed to keep that core to an extent. Like, I know defensively they've still kept a few players, and they'll always have the occasional James Hickey cameo, which I'm sure the seconds will appreciate. But yeah, what I noticed as well was centre-backs. Of course, Hickey's out. Harry Chisnell, very good player. Harry's class. But unfortunately, he's injured. And they had to have a lot of people. I know Liam and Darryl played makeshift centre-halves, which as full-backs, you know, you don't usually see. But again, you can say it's due to the lack of class from Sheffield. But they look so comfortable. And the adaptability of this Salford team is something to be very admirable of. And I think they'll do very well.
And also, do you think that the new lads can also take the seconds really further into the league campaign?
I think they've got a tough division, but I think if they stick to their football, you know, they play that high pressing, resilient, just like all in type of football. I think they'll be fine. And again, if they can get that win over Leeds, I think that will be huge for their momentum going into the back into the season.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big game as well, basically the War for the Roses, isn't it? And then, you know, you could say that, you know, Yorkshire versus Greater Manchester, you know, I think it's a big game there, so, you know.
Yeah, of course, we're both from Leeds, but I think we'll be rooting for Salford, won't we?
Yeah, obviously.
Finally, our game week ends where it started, at the 3G. The women's football first also went off to a flyer. It's safe to say last year, it was probably one to forget for the ladies, but after a busy off-season, they've changed their game plan and have come back much stronger. Here's how they got on.
And kick-off starts. Oh, Salford win the ball back. Christ for a foul in the penalty area. And, oh, what a save by Elisa. Tori Miller. What a goal! 1-0 Salford. Goal, 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 goal. What a goal, man. What a goal. Finish there. Finish. It's what Salford needed. Salford 1, UCFB 0. It's a pass by UCFB. No one's there to meet it. Keeper wins the ball back. Goal kick taken by Ruth. UCFB can't get it. Charlotte drives down. Oh, and Charlotte do it. What a shot! 2-0 to Salford. Charlotte. Charlotte Carlos. Who knows? Appeals for an offside. Ignored. And UCFB get one back. 2-1 to Salford. You can hear it for yourself. The atmosphere is big now. 2-1. And 2-2 to UCFB. After being behind, they are back in the game. 2-2. Appeals for a foul. Free kick taken. And it goes top bins. Jess Wormsley. What a free kick. Top bins. Salford back in the game. 3-2 to Salford.
Unfortunately, due to some horrible weather conditions, our coverage had to be cut short. The remainder of the game saw both sides share a goal apiece, which ultimately ended with Salford progressing as cup victors for free. Harriet, you were at the game. How do you think things went?
Yeah, man. I think I think with the game, it was a bit tougher. A little bit, very tough, It was very rain. It's raining a lot, and people say if the cold rainy night is Stoke, a cold rainy night in Salford is very, very tough.
No, fair enough. Yeah, no, absolutely horrible conditions.
Yeah.
How did you find broadcasting it in like that?
Very tough, but then again, as a journalist, you have to do your best.
No, and I agree, Harry. And
Yeah.
well, for the ladies now, they're through in the cup. How do you feel about that?
I'm very happy for them, to be honest. Back to English. Yeah. But I think with the ladies, they were a bit struggling, to be honest, in the first half as well, because UCFB were playing like a low block, to be honest, and they were like pretty much very defensive, and they didn't even come into their Salford's half and until the second half, until they scored a goal. And then I think the striker for Salford just scored within like 23 minutes, and then you know the game started properly, and then you know they scored another one after like 4 minutes, and then yeah they were back in the game after that.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say, like, I think going 2-0 up, obviously, and then just seeing it like run away. I think the mentality to come back and because they didn't obviously they made it 3-2, but then made it 4-3 to go on and win.
Yeah,
I think that shows good character, doesn't it?
Yeah, 100%. I'd say, you know, also their skipper Leah Kirkman, like, you know, she was dictating the game and also encouraging her team. I think it didn't help a bit because you also had like the away fans, you know, UCFB just literally just in their ear non-stop, pretty much, you know, you could say mind games kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was definitely one of those games where you need to be mentally very tough.
Yeah.
Salford Sports gave the man of the match to goalkeeper Ruth. What did you think of her performance?
She was a good performance, yeah. Apart from the 2 goals, which, you know, let's be honest, it happens, to be honest. You are going to concede at some point. Every goalkeeper makes mistakes, it's football.
But she got injured,
Yeah.
But then she obviously came
on. Yeah, I think that happened most of the game, to be honest. You know, you'd see someone down the floor, just be thinking there might be a potential injury as everyone was rushing. There was like 3-4, you know, first aiders, and then, you know, they're back up, and it's like, you can just tell they don't have a give-up mentality. Even if they're injured, they will just play through pain. And Ruth, she did that herself, and so did Leah Kirkman, and honestly, they need to be recognised for that.
Yeah, so the ladies through to the next round of the Cup. How do you think they'll get on?
I think they'll do well, you know, when you got Leah Kirkman as captain, and with that mentality and mindset, and how she just encourages her team and uplifts them even through hard times, you know. If you've got a good captain like that and a good goalkeeper who will never give up even through pain or injury, you've got a good chance there. It's all about mentality.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Anything else in the game? Any other thoughts?
I do think that there was a bit of controversy in the game with the referee, as, you know, Salford were on the attack in the second half, and then, you know, the keeper came out, got the ball, and then sweeped it, and then there were appeals for a penalty, and, you know, the referee just ignored it, and one of the players were injured down in the box on the other side of the pitch, and the attack was on, and then UCFB scored, and then the manager was very, very angry, to be honest. Even then, the goal still stood, unfortunately. So I do think that was a bit harsh, you know, because, you know, if a player's down in the penalty area, it should be looked at. But
no, fair enough. Yeah, and it's always tough to officiate in football. But ladies are through.
Yeah,
that's a big positive to say.
Yeah, 100%, good thing, honestly. Good thing to take into the weekend. I think, you know, when I just see Salford win, it just makes me very happy. It makes all of us happy.
Oh, absolutely, and, you know, I'm sure it made those drinks at atmosphere even better. Yeah, unfortunately, that's all the time we've got for today. From myself and everyone in the studio, thanks for watching.